The highly anticipated Bob Dylan biopic, A Complete Unknown, directed by James Mangold, officially premiered on Christmas Day. Featuring Timothée Chalamet in the lead role, this film is a mesmerizing exploration of Dylan's transformative early years. While the movie may take some creative liberties, it undeniably captures the spirit and raw essence of the iconic singer-songwriter's rise to fame in the 1960s. A Complete Unknown is not a conventional history lesson, and that's exactly what makes it so compelling. Based on Elijah Wald's book Dylan Goes Electric, the film delves into Dylan's meteoric rise from a fresh-faced 19-year-old arriving in New York's Greenwich Village to becoming one of the most influential figures in music by age 24. Film zeroes in on the pivotal years of 1961 to 1965, a time when Dylan's sound was still malleable and his persona was evolving. It covers his early folk music roots, his controversial electric guitar performance at the 1965 Newport Folk Festival, and the iconic photo shoots that helped solidify his image. While some purists may take issue with the artistic liberties taken by Mangold and co-writer Jay Cox, especially in terms of historical accuracy, the film's true value lies in its portrayal of Dylan's emotional and artistic growth. Dylan himself was known for blurring the lines between fact and fiction throughout his career, often weaving elaborate stories and personas around his own life. This approach is mirrored in the film, where the narrative is crafted less around rigid facts and more around the essence of Dylan's journey. One of the most fascinating elements of A Complete Unknown is Timothée Chalamet's portrayal of Dylan. Chalamet, who fully immersed himself in Dylan's music and persona, doesn't merely imitate the artist. Instead, he channels Dylan's essence. From his mannerisms to his clothing choices, Chalamet embodies the rebellious spirit that made Dylan a cultural icon. Costume designer Arianne Phillips played a key role in this transformation, spending years studying Dylan's early wardrobe to authentically recreate his look for the film. The costumes, from the iconic leather jacket and red button-down at Newport to the casual outfits Dylan wore in his private moments, add depth and realism to the film's portrayal of the young artist. Despite the film's focus on Dylan's individual story, it leaves out many important figures from his early years, such as folk musicians Phil Ochs and Glenn Chandler, and even the influence of his early mentors. However, these omissions are often justified by the film's narrative focus, which centers on Dylan's evolving relationship with mentor Pete Seeger and a fictionalized love triangle that captures the emotional turbulence of Dylan's early years. While some may argue that this simplifies the complex dynamics of the folk scene, it makes for a more coherent and accessible story. The film's handling of Dylan's evolution, particularly the pivotal moment when he went electric, resonates deeply. This scene, where Dylan famously defies the expectations of folk purists, marks the point where he essentially invented the modern rock star. Mangold captures the chaos and rebellion of this shift, underscoring the tension between artistic freedom and public expectation. For those seeking a deeper understanding of Dylan's early years, there are numerous books and resources that provide context. Wald's Dylan Goes Electric serves as a great foundation for understanding Dylan's transformation, while A Freewheel in Time by Suze Rotolo offers a personal look into Dylan's life through the lens of his early love affair. Both provide insight into the real-world influences that shaped Dylan's music, which is sometimes glossed over in the film. In the end, A Complete Unknown is not just a biographical film about Bob Dylan. It's a celebration of his profound impact on music and culture. While it may take liberties with the details, it successfully captures the heart of a young artist coming into his own, transforming from a struggling musician in New York to a global icon. Whether or not the facts line up perfectly is almost beside the point. The film invites audiences to feel the transformative energy of Dylan's early career, making it a worthy tribute to one of music's greatest figures. Stay subscribed for more videos.